Attention passionate San Francisco 49ers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC West and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on San Francisco 49ers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true San Francisco 49ers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and San Francisco 49ers fans. Let's get to the news all right. 49ers fans, hold on to your hats because the NFL rumor mill is buzzing with some serious speculation that could shake up the entire NFC West. We're talking about the possibility of the San Francisco 49ers making a bold move to acquire one of the league's most disruptive pass rushers, T.J. Watt from the Pittsburgh Steelers. This isn't just a pipe dream. It's a scenario that's sparking conversations across the league, especially among those who follow the 49ers closely. And trust me, if it happens, it could be a game changer, not just for the 49ers, but for the entire NFC playoff picture. Let's set the stage here. The Steelers, currently sitting at a 9-6 record, are in a bit of a tricky spot. They're on the brink of missing out on the playoffs if things don't turn around, and their defense, which once was a steel wall, has been allowing around 22 points per game. That's not terrible, but when you factor in the cap constraints, roughly $30 million, they're feeling the squeeze. The Steelers are known for their tough, blue-collar identity, but right now, their defense's ability to generate pressure and sacks has been underwhelming, especially after losing Watt for a couple of games due to a hamstring injury back in Week 3. Before that injury, Watt was already making a huge impact, tallying 22 solo tackles, 7 sacks, tied for 24th league-wide and forcing 3 fumbles. He also picked off an interception, and his PFF grade hovered around 92, which is elite. His EPA per rush was plus 0.24, and his win rate on snaps was around 22%. Those numbers tell you that Watt isn't just a good player, he's a game wrecker. Now compare that to the Steelers' current situation without Watt. The defense drops about 25% in efficiency, and their pass rush becomes noticeably less threatening, something that's been exploited by opponents. The AFC North, which is known for its physicality and grit, becomes even more dangerous without a player like Watt disrupting the backfield. The Steelers might be looking at a rebuild on the defensive line, especially if they decide to move Watt for some high draft capital. This is where the 49ers come in, and the potential trade scenario is already stirring a lot of excitement. Imagine the Niners adding Watt to their already formidable pass rush, which includes stars like Nick Bosa and possibly others coming back from injury. Watt, known as a sack dominator, would instantly elevate the 49ers' edge rushing leadership. He's been dominating in 2025 with 22 solo tackles, 7 sacks, which ties him for 24th in the league, 3 forced fumbles, and even an interception. His impact isn't just limited to raw stats. His presence on the field commands double teams and opens up opportunities for others. The 49ers, with their strong run defense and aggressive pass rush, could see their sacks increase by around 11 per year if Watt joins the fold. That's a significant boost, especially considering their current pass rush production. The numbers speak for themselves. Watt's career totals include a staggering 115 sacks, and even with the hamstring injury that sidelined him for 2 games, he remains one of the most feared pass rushers in the league. His ability to dominate the line of scrimmage, combined with his relentless motor, makes him a perfect fit for the 49ers' defensive scheme. Adding Watt could also translate into better run defense, reducing rushing yards allowed from 130 yards per game down to around 100. That's a 20% improvement, which could be the difference in tight games, especially late in the season or during playoff battles. But it's not just about raw numbers. For the 49ers, acquiring Watt would be about making a statement. It would be about reinforcing their identity as a dominant, relentless defense that's capable of intimidating opponents in the trenches. The NFL playoffs are often decided by the game's biggest plays, and having a player like Watt rushing the passer consistently is a recipe for forcing turnovers and creating chaos in the backfield. Think about the pressure he could generate on key third downs or in crucial moments. Those sacks that alter the course of a game, that's what Watt brings. This potential move also has a ripple effect on the betting odds and Super Bowl chances. Right now, The Niners have seen their odds of winning it all improve with their current roster, but adding Watt could push those odds even further, maybe from plus 1,300 to plus 400. That's a huge jump in perception, and it's not hard to see why. Sacks and pressure are often what tip the scales in the playoffs, and Watt's presence would turn the San Francisco front into an even more nightmare-inducing unit. It's the kind of move that screams, we're all in. And with the NFC so competitive, every advantage counts. Of course, the Steelers aren't just going to give Watt away easily. They're likely to want a hefty return, possibly multiple first-round picks. The rumor mill suggests that the 49ers could be willing to part with 2 first-rounders to secure Watt, especially if the move guarantees a deep playoff run and a legitimate shot at the Lombardi Trophy. For the 49ers, that's a risk worth taking. After all, their defense has been among the best in the league this season, and adding Watt would solidify that unit as one of the most feared in recent memory. And let's not forget, this isn't just about the present. The 49ers are in a win-now mode with a roster built for a Super Bowl run. Their offense, led by Brock Purdy and supported by a dynamic skill group, is formidable, but it's the defense that often makes the difference. Watt's addition could be the finishing touch on a championship-caliber team, especially when you consider the importance of pass rush in today's NFL. The league has shifted towards explosive offenses, but the teams that can pressure the quarterback and create turnovers still reign supreme in the postseason. Now, looking at the bigger picture, the NFC West is already a tough division, with the Seahawks, Rams, and Cardinals all vying for their own pieces of the puzzle. But the 49ers have been the dominant force this season, and making a move for Watt could push them even further ahead. It's about setting a tone, about saying to the rest of the league, we're not just here to compete, we're here to dominate. Watt's presence on the defensive line would send a message to every team in the NFC that the 49ers aren't backing down from their Super Bowl ambitions. In terms of the season so far, San Francisco has been impressive, with a record of 11-4, displaying a well-rounded team that can beat opponents in multiple ways. Their offense has been efficient, and their defense has been among the league's best, especially against the run. Adding Watt would bolster their pass rush, which has been good but not quite at the elite level they aspire to. The playoffs are a different beast, and Watt's ability to generate pressure and sacks in high-stakes moments makes this move even more appealing. This speculation also raises questions about the future of the Steelers. Will they hold on to Watt and try to compete in the AFC North, or will they embrace a rebuild and trade him for draft picks? The Steelers have a proud tradition of building through the draft and maintaining a tough physical identity. But in a league where edge rushers are worth their weight in gold, especially those who can change the course of a game with a single play, Watt's trade value is sky-high. For the 49ers, it's about capitalizing on that value and making a move that could define their championship window. So what's next? Well, as of now, it's all just speculation, but the NFL offseason is known for its surprises. The 49ers have the draft capital, the cap space, and the desire to add a game-changing player like Watt. If this trade materializes, it would be one of the boldest moves of the offseason, and a statement that the 49ers are committed to chasing ring number 6, because they know in today's NFL, elite pass rushers can be the difference between a good team and a championship team. And now, San Francisco 49ers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to US and TO, the San Francisco 49ers. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest San Francisco 49ers news.